Are you prepared for an emergency? Tornadoes, floods, wildfires, earthquakes, and hurricanes, communities throughout the U.S. have had their share of natural disasters in 2011. Is your family prepared in case a disaster strikes close to your home? If you're like most families, you may think natural disasters happen to other folks. That's why the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention named September as National Preparedness Month. During this time, the CDC encourages all American households to put together a plan so they can weather a disaster. The CDC, as well as other agencies like FEMA, provide information on the 3 keys to being prepared: gathering supplies for an emergency kit, making an emergency plan, and staying informed during an emergency. Gather supplies for an emergency kit. One of the first steps in emergency preparedness is to gather supplies for an emergency survival kit. The kit should include the basic supplies your family will need to survive for at least 3 days. A kit should include non-perishable foods like canned goods, 1 gallon of water per person, and pets per day, flashlights, extra batteries, a battery or hand crank radio, and a first aid kit. A complete list of supplies is available on the ready.gov website. Make an emergency plan. It's important to plan ahead to get in contact with family members if you're not together when disaster strikes. Write an emergency plan and make sure everyone in your family knows where to call and where to meet in case of an emergency. Be informed. Not every area of the country is subject to hurricanes or wildfires, but perhaps a tornado or a flood is a possibility. Learn about the potential for emergencies in your area and the local and national agencies where you can get information. House fires count too. A house fire might not be a national disaster, but it's certainly a disaster if it's your home that's destroyed. It's important to be just as prepared for this emergency too. Make sure there are working smoke detectors on every floor of your home. Make sure everyone knows what to do in case of fire and how to leave the home safely, especially from bedrooms on upper floors. Keep important papers in a fireproof safe or box. Fire prevention is important, especially when it comes to electrical fires. One way to stay safe is to have your home inspected by a professional electrician at AAA Service Plumbing, Heating, and Electric to make sure your home's electrical system is up to code.